Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. A message to the Dutch. Please stop doing this. Let's see what these complaints are. What are these so-called annoying things that the Dutch do? Do I do them? And do I think if Canadians do them? That's the question. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mace. I'm coming to you from Canada. Hope you're doing amazing. Let's check this out, man.
This is me a week after uploading this video.
Well, let's face
He's getting chased down by the Dutch. I feel like they would be on bicycles.
it, people in every country have habits and norms that can be flat out annoying. As an American, I know all about this. But Dutch people, you're no exception.
And that's why today I'll be discussing 7 annoying Dutch habits.
We'll start with this. In the Netherlands, it's very common when you get on a train or a bus that you see this.
Yeah, I don't think this is unique to the Netherlands, and that's rude and annoying wherever you are. I think people that put their luggage on the seat beside them, especially if it's a busy train. It's one thing if it's, a quarter full, but if it's nearing full capacity, it's just not good etiquette.
And I get it if the train is not full, but even when it's full, you still see people putting their backpacks here so you don't sit next to them. And if you ask someone to move it, you typically get a look like this. Doei. Now, another thing that irks me about Dutch culture is the do normal mindset. Let me give you an example.
Meet Tigo. He's a guy behind the camera for a lot of my videos. In a recent video, I gave Tigo a shout out with hopes to get him some new clients. But afterwards, we had a conversation that went like this.
I hope that this video leads to more leads for you. Yeah, maybe. I don't expect much of it, but who knows. Je moet meer optimistisch zijn. Het is echt een Nederlandse antwoord. You know what they say, expect the least so you can never be disappointed. Okay.
Is this like the old glass half full versus glass half empty mindset? Right? Like, should be like, yeah, I fully expect to get some new clients. Thank you so much. Instead of like, oh, well, I'm not expecting much, so you have to manifest.
May not be the best example of do normal, but in general, I associate do normal with the concept of being afraid to think too big or being afraid to be different out of fear of standing out or looking dumb. And I think that's very unfortunate. I don't know if do normal is a recent phenomenon, but the Netherlands, for a small country, accomplished so much, and that came from thinking big, taking risks. So perhaps, do niet normaal needs to become a new part of society.
Do niet normaal, coming to a city near you.
Speaking of things integrating to society, many Dutch people find it.
He's got a good point there. I'm not familiar with the Dutch phrase, do normaal, but certainly a lot of human innovation, human, ingenuity and art and, just business innovation, technological innovation. A lot of those things need people to take risks. They need to be, ready to challenge and approach and topple the frontier of whatever industry or art form or area that they're working within. But yeah, I think you have to dream big, right? And do things big and try to manifest that optimism or use an optimistic approach to kind of keep your mind fresh and ready to go. Speaking of things integrating to society, many Dutch people find it very annoying.
It's very annoying that a lot of foreigners move here without learning Dutch, and that English has taken over in a lot of the major cities here in the Netherlands.
Als mijn man in Amsterdam in het Engels een biertje moet bestellen, vindt hij dat heel vervelend.
Serieus?
En dat doet hij liever in het Nederlands.
Yeah. But Dutch people, have you ever considered the flip side? That when foreigners try speaking with you in Dutch, you usually switch to English. Hoi meneer, vraagje, weet je waar de supermarkt is?
I think it's that way over there.
How can you guys get mad at us for not speaking Dutch if you don't speak to us in Dutch? Okay, I'm a little more calm now, but I think this next point is really gonna upset some people. And that's that I think Dutch people love to get their opinions and critique about other countries. That's all fine.
Orange. Yeah, the point about speaking English within the Netherlands, that would certainly be frustrating if it's like if that husband that she was talking about went to order a beer and he had to order it in English, That would seem strange. A relatable potential corollary here would be like going to Quebec or for Quebecers, like, because we have two main official languages, French and English, right? But a lot of English people don't know French, and that can sometimes be causing a little bit of friction between the Quebecois and people that don't speak French. Like, you might get a little rudeness, or at least that's a stereotypical perception out there, that there's like a certain rudeness when you go to Montreal and you don't know how to speak any French. Like, I don't know. I've experienced it too.
But the moment you give some critique about the Netherlands, all hell breaks loose.
Pitchforks.
And come on, as an American, I'm used to judgment and people critiquing myself. So if I could do it, you guys can too. Well, I could imagine by this point in the video, I have a lot of angry comments, but that's okay. There's still a few more items on my list, but I'm curious, for all of you watching at home, whether you're Dutch or a foreigner with experience in the Netherlands.
No way, he's not gonna have negative comments. Let's see here. Let's see what the comments are. As a Dutch person, another thing I'd add to the list is that Dutchies should stop confusing directness with rudeness. Too often I hear the excuse of, quote, "I'm just saying what I think," to be rude and actually offend people. I do really appreciate directness in terms of expressing needs and expectations, though. I find it helps to save time and bring clarity to work projects and to prevent conflict. Yeah, one of the comments that I really liked from you guys was like in the 17th century or something, when you're sending a message across the oceans to a colony way, way far away. You really want to make sure that the receiving party can understand your message. So you want to be concise, and you want to be direct, and you want to be, writing messages efficiently, because they can't really just send back like question mark, right? This comment: in restaurants and shops, I don't mind the, quote, "not possible" rule so much. In America, the customer is considered king. In the Netherlands, you're a guest. Huh. You're complaining and thus becoming a Dutchie. Love your videos, mate. Good stuff.
Do you agree with the points I made so far? Let me know in the comments. And while you write that comment, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Now the next point is happening right before your eyes. It's so often that I see Dutch people, at least Dutch guys, walk out of the bathroom without washing their hands. Ladies, I can't speak for you, but Dutch guys.
All right, so there's some consistency. We've seen this point in a prior video, one of those like, oh, things that you don't like. And yeah, you should definitely wash your hands. Come on, you guys. I don't know if it's, yeah.
You're watching this, you know you do that. Come on, be real.
I mean, people in Canada,
I'm gonna go back and wash my hands.
And the States do that too.
Another habit that has stood out to me about Dutch people and just Dutch culture in general is a niet mogelijk or not possible mindset. You know, Dutch people love their structure. If you try to get them to do anything outside of that structure or outside of the rules, you'll most likely get hit with the phrase of,
"No, it's not possible."
I've encountered this a lot with
structures, and rules are important, especially for a lot of people, because some people really thrive within a structured and rule-oriented framework. Others will be much more creative-minded and much more open-minded, be able to think outside the box, if you will. But yeah, it just depends on the person, really. And I'm always usually how can we get to yes type of person. So like, somebody has a request and I say no. Okay, how can we meet in the middle? How can we deliberate to get to yes?
Customer service out here when trying to handle a complaint, or even at a restaurant when just trying to do a small customization to my order.
So what would you like to order?
Yeah, I see you guys have croissant with the fried egg, but
Yes?
instead of fried, can I have that scrambled?
No, it's not possible.
No, sorry, we only do fried eggs.
Often I feel like that's not possible. It's just used as an excuse to not do extra work.
Like that. I hope this video doesn't get me kicked out of the country. I like the production style, really well produced, a good sense of humor too. And the whole message, I think, behind the video, the underlying message is to spark discussion and get people talking, and with a little bit of humor mixed in. I liked it. Let me know what you guys think down below. What was your thoughts on it? I should come up with a video of like things that annoy me about Canadians or living in Canada. You know what? Like, at this point, though, I live in like a smaller town. I don't have that many complaints. I will come up with a list, though. All right. See y'all next time.